Welcome everybody to the first update video for Block Wars Series 2. We're back from our break and we've got a lot to cover. From a new partnership and new staff, to new games and changes, to some of the games that we've made for Block Wars 11. For any other updates on Block Wars, team announcements, or highlights of some of our players, make sure to check out the Block Wars Twitter account at Block Wars Event in the description down below. Alright, this update video will be quite lengthy, so sit back and get ready for a bunch of new content. Firstly, Block Wars has a brand new hub with lots of activities, things to explore, and secrets for the players to find. Our aim for this hub was to add a lot of content for players to enjoy before, during, and after the event, while also incorporating some elements from our previous hub. In the spirit of celebrating Pride Month, you can find an NPC that allows you to obtain Pride cosmetics that you can wear in the lobby. You can find the more important areas by looking for signs in the sky. It should be pretty obvious. The Decision Doughnut has also been revamped. There will now be models that display what each game represents, like this one or that one. Voting for a game is done by standing in the colored area below it, and the rest is for you to experience. We've also got a handful of new staff members who help out on the event, including our partnership with Capollo Media. You can find out more about our new team in the village in the staff area. Alright, now on to the games. Floof is now on the arena map, which has no walls, so watch your step. Work together as a team to be the last one standing. Break blocks with your pickaxe to get snowballs. Snowballs can be thrown at blocks to break them from a distance. Speaking of snowballs, we've added a cooldown to how fast players can throw their snowballs. It shouldn't be noticeable for most players, but it will prevent some players from throwing more than 20 snowballs per second. Battle gets a new map called Neon, and a reworked selection of kits for players to choose from. You can select a kit by right-clicking the corresponding NPC. You can change your kit between rounds, so picking a kit does not lock you into it. Here's the selection of kits. The healer and tank kit are mostly the same as before. Archer kit has been renamed to Skeleton. The Piglin kit is a swordsman with fire resistance. The Guardian kit has a loyalty trident and Thorn's armor. The Roadrunner is a speedster kit with a very sharp sword. The Illager kit has an iron axe and crossbows. And the Wizard kit is, well, a wizard with a lightning wand, fire aspect sword, and plenty of potions. There are a lot of options, so good luck. Extraction is Block Wars' newest game, which will take place in the Dark Forest. It's a round-robin PvP game with the center objective to extract from the playing field. Try to eliminate the enemy team while keeping as many of your teammates alive, as you can get extra points from extracting in the middle of the map. Just stay shifted and you'll eventually start floating upwards. Beware of taking damage though, it cancels your extraction progress. As said, this game is a round-robin, so you'll face off once against each of the teams, well, besides yourself. Hunt is now much bigger and much more open on the Farmlands map. At the start of both rounds, one of your teammates can select to become one of your team's hunter by right-clicking the iron sword in your inventory. As a hunter, it is your goal to find and eliminate as many as hiders as possible. At the start of the round, hiders will be given 45 seconds to find a hiding spot before the hunters get released. The game ends if the timer runs out or if all hiders are eliminated. Construction goes to the Stranded map and is getting a complete overhaul, with the game going from mostly individual game to a team game. There are no more rounds, so all the builds will keep appearing one after another. A build will be displayed in this white square, which all team members will have to replicate as fast as they can. If you finish your build before the rest of your team does, you can help your teammates by placing blocks inside their area. Once all teammates have finished the build, the next build will appear. In the middle, a progress bar will show how many builds all teams have completed. Once a team reaches 25 total builds, they win. Race will now take place on the Sunny Airport map that is definitely not inspired by the Sunshine Airport in any way. It features outdoor running areas, an elytra section, an underwater area, and the airport for players to traverse through. Speed pads will give you a speed boost for a short amount of time to leap ahead or catch up with the rest. The elytra rings in the elytra section are numbered and are mandatory to go through. If you miss one, you get teleported back, so make sure to follow the path. Next up is Move, a game that features 4 different types of movement minigames. For Block Wars 11, the 4 movement games are Parkour, Dropper, Bridging, and Ice Boating, which are all pretty self-explanatory. Finish as many levels as you can in Parkour, Dropper, and Bridging, or get to the finish as fast as possible in Ice Boating. And finally, we have Party, a variety game that features 5 different minigames with different types of gameplay. For Block Wars 11, the minigames are Collect, Skybolt, Crossfire, Beep Test, and Rod Game. In Collect, your objective is to keep as much red wool into your area. Every egg you have in your area will score your team some points every 30 seconds. Skybolt is a game where you fly through rings with an elytra and have to shoot people with a bow. Fly through blue rings to get shield, lime rings to get arrows, and shoot people to get fireworks. We've made sure that the hitboxes of flying players are slightly bigger than normal, so it should be easier to hit people in the air now. In Crossfire, colored patterns will appear on the floor. After a short time, red sand will light on fire, killing you. This game is all about survival, so watch your step. Beep Test is a parkour minigame where players have to make it to the other side within the time limit. Fail 2 levels and you're out. This game was directly inspired by Zero Miner's Beep Test, and they've given us permission to put it in Block Wars. Rod Game is a fishy spin on sumo, where players will be given a fishing rod, jump boost, and a double jump. Jump, punch, and pull your way through this minigame to get as many kills as you can. And that is it for all the updates for Block Wars 11 and the start of Series 2. Thank you so much for all your patience. Of course, there are a lot of small changes, but you can explore those on your own. If you want to stay up to date with all the news on Block Wars, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Block Wars Event, which is also linked in the description below. We hope you all join Block Wars 11, whether it's a player, tester, or a viewer. Good luck!